What's your first class?
Solid state physics at 11:30.
You make it just in time.
Although...
And before you say, does time even exist? It does. So stop wasting mine. What's this philosophy teacher's name?
Professor Erickson. Why?
I might pop in and say hello.
Be careful. She may make you question your most deeply held values.
I'm a stubborn old crank. I'll do just fine.
I'm a stubborn young crank, and it didn't help me.
According to Du Bois, lambda equals h divided by m times what? Sheldon.
Is it velocity?
Yes. Now...
Or is it a velociraptor?
I'm sorry?
Perhaps lambda equals h divided by m times a velociraptor. Or a velveteen rabbit. Ooh, or Velveeta. That's the cheese my mom puts on broccoli when she's being fancy.
Was this from your philosophy class? Or perhaps that Ren and Stumpy I've heard about?
Philosophy.
Mr. Cooper, do you really believe that Du Bois' equation contains Velveeta cheese?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to be fancy.
Hello.
Can I help you?
Hi, I'm Connie Tucker. I'm Sheldon Cooper's grandmother.
Oh, nice to meet you. He is a remarkable young man.
Yes, he is. He's also a very impressionable young man, kind of like a lump of clay with a bow tie.
All I did was teach him about epistemology.
Whatever it is you're teaching him, it has made him question everything.
That's the goal.
Lady, I had to threaten him with a chicken so he'd put his pants on.
Tasty, a brick of cheese is not a number. Why are we still talking about this?
Maybe we're not talking at all.
Okay, that's enough for today.
Not your best lecture.
It's fairly normal for first-time philosophy students to have their worldviews shaken.
Do they snap out of it?
Well, you hope.
Professor Erickson, I insisted... Oh, hello, Connie. What a pleasant surprise.
Hey,
I'm sorry you're about to see me speak harshly to my colleague.
have at it.
Professor Erickson, I insisted you speak to this young man and explain to him that reality is real and it's possible to know things as fact.
The class is called Introduction to Philosophy. That's what I did.
Well, unintroduce him.
Yes, he's at this school because of his brilliant scientific mind. He spent my last class talking about processed cheese.
Sheldon, is that true?
Nothing's true.
You see what you've done? You broke him.
Hey. How come you didn't want to get out of bed this morning?
If I can't know it's real, what's the point?
You have the right words. You're just saying them wrong. It's not, what's the point? It's, what's the point?
I don't understand.
Asking these questions is exciting. It's what gets me out of bed.
That's interesting. Richard Feynman did say the greatest joy in life is the pleasure of finding things out.
Feynman, he's the physics guy, right?
Yes, and your perfume is beguiling.
It's all making sense to me now. Thank you.
I am happy to help.
Dr. Linkletter, I'm dropping your class and switching my major to philosophy.
What?
It's funny. This morning I couldn't get out of bed, and now I stand before a whole new exciting field of study.
Well, maybe instead of making this big switch, you could study both. You could be physics philosophy guy.
You sound like a logical positivist. That's a branch of philosophy that maintains the best way to philosophize is through science.
Well, there you go. Do that.
It may be too early to specialize. I've only been a philosopher for 15 minutes.
Did you notice Dr. Linkletter didn't look too thrilled about you leaving science?
He never looks thrilled about anything. I think that's just his face. That's the face.